Parents, do you know what the Lipsi app is? Well, I'm going to describe what this dangerous anonymous app is that a lot of teens are using, why it's bad, and what you can do instead of using this app. Before we get started, my name is Josh Ochs with smartsocial.com, resources you can use to keep your kids safe and smart online. Now, Lipsi Marketing says, honest thoughts and real feedback. Now, warning, if you ever see an app say, be honest or real feedback, be careful. That's a heads up and a red flag for you. Post your Lipsi link on Instagram and receive anonymous feedback. Another red flag right there. Personalize your profile and find your friends online. And as you can see right here, you get an inbox built in that students love. They get an inbox, but we're going to see how very bad this app is. Now, what is it? Well, Lipsi is an anonymous feedback app where students can accept anonymous feedback from others. Users create their Lipsi link and add it to their Instagram or Snapchat profiles to basically accept that anonymous stuff in an inbox. Users can send a message anonymously and reveal their identity later. Now, students do this because they feel like, oh, I'm getting some attention and people are doing this. And sometimes that attention can be positive from times. But you're about to see how very bad this can turn if something bad happens at school. If one user deletes a conversation with someone, it will delete the messages on both users' devices and reset them to anonymous if they ever did share their identity. Although the app is relatively new at the time of this review, it is in the top 75 free apps in the Apple App Store, and it's just going to shoot up from there. Now, before we get started, Smart Social Week, you can enroll at smartsocial.com, is an online parent-teacher conference tackling screen time addiction, social media safety, and positive online behavior. You take part in it from your home or office. We're going to look at how to monitor your children online each week in less than 5 minutes. And you're also going to see who's posting under your student's name already if you think your kids aren't online. We're also going to look at a bunch of activities, 20 to 50 activities to get your kid off their screens and get them developing better communication with you and others. And then last, how to get your kid focused on their future college and career dreams while staying out of trouble online. It's a two-pronged approach that we've developed that seems to really work with students. It's called Smart Social Week. You can enroll at smartsocial.com. I hope you'll take a look at it in the links below. Now, what is this app? Well, the app warns that it will reveal your identity in cases of abuse, threatening, or racist comments. Upon signing up, Lipsi says it may gather your email, gender, date of birth, sexual preference, nationality, photographs, location, and social media accounts that you linked to. Now, here's the problem. A lot of parents will see this, or students, Mom, you don't understand. The app warns it'll reveal my identity if there's people monitoring it. These apps, these startups do not have enough funding to monitor it. And I guarantee it because we know of a bunch of them. They do not have enough people or money to pay people to monitor the messages, nor do you want them to, because it's very private information. Anonymous apps like Lipsi app become breeding grounds for bullying behavior. Some students feel like they can hide behind being anonymous, and behave in a negative manner to others. Anonymous apps don't help a student make more friends, and this is a great way to talk to your kids. Hey kids, this anonymous app, are you gonna have more friends or less? Well, we would argue, and I think we're right on the money, that you're gonna have less friends because you're gonna be hiding in your room seeing who was mean to you or what they said or what's going on. Anonymous apps bring out bad behavior and they lend themselves to bullying and depression or anxiety. Really big thing here to talk to kids about. Students should focus instead on social media platforms that have a positive impact on their online presence. I'm not saying that the green zone networks that we have are safe. I'm saying they're a starting place when you are ready for your kids to be online. Now, if you don't know what the green zone is, you can go to smartsocial.com and click on our popular app guide or take my webinars and so on. Users can quickly erase their chat history, which can encourage risky behavior. Yikes! Lipsi requires a user to be 18 years or older, but it's easy for students younger than 18 to bypass the age requirement. As we all know, students as young as 4 years old know how to download these apps. Now, here's what Refinery29, a really popular website, said. Cyberbullying and stalking will become a bigger problem as the Lipsi app grows. A college student we interviewed has already experienced a degree of this herself. I got super weird questions from unknown people that creep me out, said a young woman. Now, Herald Mail Media says being anonymous unfortunately can bring out the worst of human behavior. And we 100% agree. Although Lipsi, like anyone online, isn't truly anonymous, I was concerned about the information that the app said it may gather. That's another creepy thing. Now, Common Sense Media says the Lipsi app's connection to Instagram opens the door to all kinds of photo and video content it's not responsible for, and though it does contain reporting and blocking tools and a ghost mode to prevent location tracking, users can reveal their identities to each other at will, says Common Sense Media. And I would take it the next step. Just because you can block somebody doesn't mean they're going to keep coming after you. Now, this app, according to careful parents, also lets users delete messages for both parties, so there's no reliable way for parents to check if their kids are using Lipsi safely. Now, you may think it's fine, my kid's mature. As soon as they get bullied, they get quiet. They change their behaviors and they'll share with you even less. It's a downward spiraling thing. Okay. Apps similar to Lipsi, this isn't our first go at this. You know, we want to look at the past so we can predict the future. There's an old history quote that says you must study the past, otherwise you will repeat it. There was an app called Yik Yak that was removed from the Apple App Store and Google Play stores in 2017 for cyberbullying. There were a lot of bomb threats on Yik Yak, and it was anonymous. Saraha removed the Apple App and Google Play stores in 2018 for a very similar style app. Very similar. They accept feedback anonymously, very frank feedback. After School, removed twice from the App Store. It may be back in, it may not. We can't keep up. There's so much going on. After School is a very bad app. Whisper, also very bad anonymous app. Ask FM, anonymous app. And TBH stands for To Be Honest. It became so popular that Facebook acquired them and then shut them down and took their team. And now their team is that anonymous team is working inside of Facebook. Yikes! Now these are apps similar, and there's really no difference because we're dealing with behavior of students, of humans. They really love the anonymous thing, like a stock or Bitcoin price, and then it crashes because they realize this is really bad and people shut them down. And then they'll go to the next one and they love it again. So this is a repeat behavior that we're seeing online from technology companies. Now, BBC says Saraha is not the first anonymous messaging app to be linked to online bullying. The secret app shut down after criticism in 2015, and Ask FM was linked to several teen suicides in 2013. So if your student says, "Mom, you don't understand, it's totally cool, totally chill." Lots of students have said those verbatim. It's totally chill at my school, you don't understand, everybody's cool. They don't really understand the power of what could go wrong if something happened. Like driving 80 miles an hour without your seatbelt on. You don't understand, I'm a good driver, but there's other people out there that can hurt you. The Verge says the anonymous app Yik Yak earned attention and school-wide bans from college campus officials when it was used to make threats and become a hotbed for abuse and harassment. I got a lot of speaking requests because of Yik Yak. It's very sad and very scary. Pew Research Center says being anonymous is seen as a facilitating factor in encouraging the spread of harassment online. 81% of young people think bullying online is easier to get away with than bullying in person. Now, what do parents say? Well, in the actual app store in iTunes, this parent says one day a teen will commit suicide because of this app. Found teens using this app, and one that tried to commit suicide was bullying and told, "Why doesn't she do it already? Who wants you alive? Just die." These are actual comments from in the app store. Another parent says Lipsi is the path to bullying. Comments like "go die" or "you're ugly" cannot be stopped. And the worst part is those comments are given the most. No one says "you're awesome" anonymously, because why not say that in person when that person knows it's you showing the kind efforts? And that is a really good psychological learning thing for us. As adults, we would agree that if you're going to say something nice, you might as well tie it to your real identity, because when we're tying things to our real identity, we have something to build on and a lot to lose. But on anonymous apps, only negativity comes out. Now, not only will it cause bullying, but it could make your child the bully. May seem crazy, but kids will see that it's anonymous and they will say whatever they choose because it's not tied to their real identity. Now, what can parents do? Well, if your student has the Lipsi app, please consider deleting it immediately and discuss the dangers of using this app. When you're ready for your student to be on social media, use the apps in the green zone on our parent app guide page to help them build a positive digital footprint, or learn more about Smart Social Week in a moment. Remind your children that anonymous apps are never truly anonymous. Content they share through the Lipsi app can be screenshot by others or shared across other platforms. Teach your children, please, to never post something online they wouldn't want a college admissions officer, their future employer, to see, even under an anonymous username. And that goes for coaches and anybody else if they want to be in an amazing program in an amazing school. Monitor your children online by being on the apps they use. Learn more about our Footprint Friday tool, available here in just a moment. And Footprint Friday helps you search for your student on Google. And I want you parents to go do that. Search for yourself, search for your kids online. Talk to your kids about using their Instagram as a portfolio. Even if your kids aren't online yet, go search for them and you'll see who's posting under their identity. Join Smart Social Week to keep your kids safe online and positive in the future. Take more positive group photos with your kids. Share them on social. Show them how to do this. Or the new website that we help them build in Smart Social Week. Schools, if you're watching this, you can click smartsocial.com, click the Hire Us button at the top, and you can request 500 discounted passes to Smart Social Week or Smart Social membership to really give everybody this training ground that we have on how to be positive online and safe at the same time. Smart Social Week is your next step. It's an online parent-teacher conference tackling screen time, addiction, social media safety, and positive online behavior. Step one in this virtual online conference that you attend from the convenience of your home or office is how to monitor your children online each week in less than 5 minutes and see who's posting under your student's name. Even if they're not online, they always have Google results. This scares parents. Number two, we've got a 20 to 50 activities that will get your kids off their screens, get them outside, and get them developing better communication with you and others. And this is crucial in this day and age when a lot of students are really spending a whole lot of time on these. Next, how to get your kid focused on their future while staying out of trouble online. It's a two-pronged approach: safety, protecting their future, but building a resume. And that's what we're going to do with you, is we're going to build a brand online. All of the videos in Smart Social Week are student friendly. It's pretty awesome. Even though it's an online parent-teacher conference, it gives you videos you can do. And also there's 70 other contributors to this. There's so much more. Go to smartsocialweek.com. I think it's the best value we have to just get started and take that step for your students. I'm so honored that you'd watch this. You can see that I'm super passionate because we want to keep your kids safe and smart online. I wrote a bunch of books called Light, Bright, and Polite. This one's for teens and young adults, and it teaches your teenager. You give this to your teen and they learn how to be positive online, build a reputation. They also learn how to get fired, how to get kicked out of 2 countries in 1. Go pick it up on Amazon or click the links below and go learn more about it. I'm Josh Ochs, and I'm honored that you'd spend time with us. I get super pumped up about keeping you safe, but hitting that positive thing with your kids, talking to them about how do you want to build a resume? Where do you want to go to school? What do you want to do with your career? We start building that. I hope you'll build that with us. I'm Josh Ochs. I'll see you soon. As always, keep it light, bright, and polite, because your kids are watching what you're doing online and you are building a resume every single day. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. See you on the next episode. Take care.